anyway.
All right, folks, we are back.
This?
Mike, what were we saying?
Oh no, I was just saying, how close are we to finishing this? I know we were close, but I didn't think we were that close.
I think we have just a couple more bosses to beat, and then we are good to go. Unless we want to go. Here's the question: do we want to do? Like, how far do we want to go in this game? Because there is also a considerable amount of post game. I don't think I want to do the arenas, but I definitely might want to do the.
I would say we can do story-based post-game.
I was thinking the same thing, just because there is a decently important story-based post-game thing, just like an extra world to do.
Yeah, every Kirby game, the real lore is in the post-game.
Yeah, I do feel a little bit of dissatisfaction if, like, a Kirby playthrough, they'll play just the normal game and not, like, there's, like, the soul bosses.
Yeah.
Because, like, you don't fight Magolor's true final form unless you do,
the True Arena.
True Arena and post-game and Return to Dreamland.
Huh.
I forget where exactly it stops, but you don't do everything.
Interesting.
Because Magolor has, like... Well, it looks like Magolor, but his attacks are different, and also the information it gives you on him is different.
Oh yeah, and the information provides, like, lore or whatever.
And same with Star Allies. In Star Allies, you don't know that Kirby may be connected to the Void.
What?
Unless you do...
The Void. Yeah, it's,
Michael, do you want to explain this?
Well, no, yeah, it's basically it's Astral Birth Void, which totally... I love how they even put was it Zero? From that one Kirby game? Where they had, like, the multicolored background? They literally had that, too. I'm not sure if Void is supposed to be one of the Zero creatures, or the Dark Matter creatures, but they said that it might have been connected to Kirby, and that, like, now it is a being of happiness, thanks to Kirby bashing it with friendship hearts or whatever.
Yeah, and in Star Allies, the core of Void Termina is, it has the same eyes that Kirby does, and it's a ball, and if you pause the game when you're fighting it, it says, the Void, which has been rebirthed again and again. After being defeated once more, which will it be? A terror of the universe, or an ally of the stars?
Oh, so we're gonna get Void
as that in bold, basically saying, hey, Kirby is the reborn Void. Do you get it yet?
Kirby the Messiah.
Huh. Perhaps I should play through Star Allies.
Kirby's got some serious lore going on.
It's kind of crazy.
There's also the Butterfly, which we can get more into in the post-game, I think. But the Butterfly has lore.
Eric's like, oh, it might be sooner than you think.
Oh no, I was just, like, flying to my death. So, no!
Kirby flying in eating a gate and flying in the air, and they're just like, unidentified aircraft, we will shoot you down.
Like in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. I mean, I would shoot Jack Skellington out of the ground.
I saw someone did fan art of, like, Jack Skellington and the Grinch flying in the same sleigh, and I'm like, that's hilarious.
I thought, did you see that one where it's like the Grinch and his dog like decomposing, and he's the skeleton's Jack Skellington?
I have actually.
Like
that's kind of clever.
Yeah, it's creepy but clever.
Yeah, it's very macabre, which is fitting for what's his face? For Tim Burton.
For Jack Smellington.
Jack Smellington. Why you gotta insult my boy like that?
That was like a kindergarten insult.
Yeah, it kind of was.
Is it me, and Chris, I'm not sure if you have experience with this, but is it me, or just like in terms of bullying, like just little kids, they come up with just like stuff. Again, kids say the darndest things.
Kids will say anything, and it will be an insult as long as they say it the right way. It is all about the attitude with which they say things and not what they say at all. And sometimes they come up with brutal things to call each other, and sometimes they're just like,
Smelly
you
head.
Drink out of a paper. You drink out of a paper cup, and then everybody starts laughing, and you're like, what the
Yeah, but because my parents would when they were trying to figure out what to name me and my siblings, they had to take into account like, what do you think the kids in school call them if we call them this?
You know what? That is a solid consideration.
That's actually one reason why I'm a little glad to be named Eric, because there's like nothing you can do with that.
You think, and then some kindergarten will find something.
Oh yeah, they'll find something, but like no one that's the thing. It's like no one ever. I count myself lucky that I was never bullied in school, unlike many other people of my generation.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is, I thought kids were making fun of me because like TV gave me a warped idea of what like socializing would be, and looking back, I'm like, no, these guys weren't making fun of me. They were like legitimately asking me like trying to be nice. I'm like, man, I was just kind of a bitch.
Yeah, no, like at least elementary, middle school age, surprisingly not. Mostly people got along. There were some people I definitely didn't like.
Yeah.
But the express bullying, I think, was at really quite a minimum.
Yeah.
When we went to school.
I don't even like the closest I could think of, and I don't remember if I talked about this when you guys were on the show, or if I talked about this with Joey. But Chris, you were here firsthand, so. Okay, I'm not gonna say his name for obvious reasons.
Make up one. Make up one.
Phil. So this kid, Chris, you knew him in 5th grade. He was like a mutual friend. I don't think he liked me very much. I'll tell you the name off the show. But so yeah.
Is he somebody I hung around with fairly frequently?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I know exactly who
you know who Phil
about.
is.
Very, very isolationist and generally tough outer shell individual.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
And they were like that for many, many years. I still talk with them sometimes.
I stopped interacting with him after 5th grade, not because I didn't like him, because I thought he was. I feel like he didn't like me very much, and I was just too stupid to like catch the hints. But. Yeah, he just wasn't in my class after that. But, yeah, so there was one time in 5th grade that, I'll be honest, I was probably being a little shit. I was probably being annoying. And I was just kept poking the bear, because I didn't get things like that back in the day. But, I was doing something, and he told me to stop it. And I was doing it, I was like, oh, stop what? And then he eventually finally, like, cracked, and he just, like, I doubt he meant this the way he said it, but I was like, stop what? He's like, living, and the teacher lost her shit.
I don't remember that happening.
I remember this.
I knew the person, but I don't think I was sitting there firsthand.
Weird, because I know you were in that class with me.
Oh, I know I was too.
Because that's the class.
I was on my own, being like weirdly depressed as a 5th grader.
I remember you were like a really weird string of bad luck that year, which is.
Yeah, I had a wild 5th grade year. I wasn't having a good time.
I remember I almost broke your nose.
Yeah.
Oh, but
what I remember from that, it was a mix of, okay, yeah, you got some people being like condescending, but like you said, I do remember, for the most part, I'll fully admit, it was a mix of I was kind of doing whatever I want, but also I was want to be like, I couldn't socialize, but also just kind of being a bit of a jerk. Like I was that kid that would be we'd be playing soccer, and then all of a sudden I'd just be like, yeah, I can play soccer. I've been playing it for so long. I've been playing it for 10 years, and I'm like 12, and they're just like, so at 3 years old, you started becoming a soccer star. and I feel so bad because I always like draw comics and stuff. It's weird. Hearing this from someone else, it's like the recipe for disaster. But at the same time, I remember vividly I had like a crush on a girl for like the entirety until the end of middle school. So it's one of those, this antisocial kid wants to socialize. It's a recipe for disaster.
Ah.
But it's okay. It was middle school. No one. It's like when I'd go to my high school reunion, I would not go to my grade school reunion.
I might go to both, honestly. Also, did you guys see that cutscene?
No, I've been operating at the 1 every 5.
Oh, the DDD. DDD stood behind and fought off the waves to give us a chance to escape.
DDD sacked himself off?
He did.
For the story? Oh my god. Also, he had been called Forgo DDD.
Yes, also, we are now approaching the ultimate life form.
Right on.
Native wildlife of our entire world. Luckily, our research team managed to capture it before it could complete its invasion. Once it was contained, our lab began studying ID F-86's spatial teleportation ability. Research that laid the groundwork for the planetary warp technology we enjoy today. And we have waddled these on hamster wheels?
Look at him go.
However, 30 years after our research began, a warp experiment incident occurred in this facility. A new life form, separated from the main specimen, escaped in the aftermath. That new subspecimen has yet to be recovered.
30 years? So is this like an alternate world?
I guess. It is now kept in a state of permanent stasis within the custom-made Eternal Capsule, here in the top level of Lab Discovera. And here we are.
This really was like the world that just got forgotten. This was a world that got forgotten because something apparently like just destroyed it, or they left.
We're about to find out. Oh God. Take a good look, pink intruder. Isn't this a beautiful sight?
Oh, that must be the head of the big beast pack?
You're not even seeing the Great One in full form. They're incomplete without their other half. Long ago, the Great One granted the people of this world a miraculous power.
So the space baby needs to find its soulmate?
Those people left this world behind and entered a land of dreams. Once the Great One is complete again, I know we will also receive this miraculous power. We, the ones they left behind in this forgotten land, TM. And now, the time has finally come.
It's Elfie boy.
That's right. This small creature here is the Great One's missing half. Finally, after all our planning and effort, we can help the Great One reach their complete form. We've dreamed of this moment for so many years. If you dare to stand in our way, we'll feast on your hide!
So, Elfilin itself... So, Elfilin is the errant part of the original Forgo thing?
Yes.
So, Elfilin in and of itself is not actually an evil creature.
Correct.
Elfilin is good, but it's the other half of this. Okay.
Leon.
So that's how they rationalize it.
Yes.
Alex the lion, why are you evil?
Also, why do you two have tiny legs and huge arms?
He just skipped leg day, Chris. Oh shit! Oh shit!
That's
shit!
the body of an apex. That's the body of an apex predator.
It really is.
Actually, if you think about it, it's like a reverse Tyrannosaurus.
Yeah, kind of. Burn to the ground, burn to the ground, burn to the ground, burn to the ground.
How would you like your lion?
Roast, burnt to a crispy,
done.
crackly crunch.
Well done, medium rare.
Incinerate. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow. He took a nibble on my butt.
Yum,
Oh,
bubble
you
gum.
bitch!
So wait, I can't believe Elfin or whatever its name is. So wait, something else will happen if it merges with Mew 3 over there.
Yes. So, Mike, you can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, actually, all of a sudden. No, I'm not gonna say anything. I was gonna say something. No, I always jinx it. And
Yeah,
stuff
bad
always
plan.
happens. Because yeah, it was the footage. It would only saying for context for the viewers, but every time I mention anything about the footage, it just kind of lags.
We beat his ass! Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah! Let's get our friend
If I didn't
back!
know any better, I'd say he was mind controlled.
And now that we have our friend back, let's do our little Kirby dance. Is it gonna cut straight to?
It's gonna go right into a cutscene.
Oh god.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right here. Alright. Go right to the
Very
next
good.
step. Alright, we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.